Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. Need to share a little bit with you today about, how sometimes we lose us. We lose us, because we get so used to doing the new that we forget the old. And some things, honey, we don't need to be losing. Honey. It's like when our parents made homemade rolls and, all those things they made from scratch. And then, we get a certain age and stuff. We don't want to make anything. We're going to go get the brand, pop the can and we can make it and be done and over with. It's convenient. But what do we lose in the midst of that? Somewhere down the line, we lose things. My mother used to she used to make a lot of our clothes. And I liked it because when she made our clothes, we didn't have to worry about somebody else having clothes just like us. She get a little, what's that, pattern and go to making our clothes. We go to school with them, we thought we was something, huh? Was the same thing with us spiritually. Now, that was a natural thing. I want to talk about a spiritual thing, right? Spiritually, think about this. How many things that we have got embedded in us to know? Our intuition is supposed to be on point, on point, honey. That somebody starts talking, you automatically zoom in on them. You walk into a place, you automatically know where you been. Because you call into your spiritual, you're tuned into your spiritual being, right? But then when we get to a place that we become so dependent on the natural things that we forget that we are spiritual beings first. And most of us think we're natural first. So we're always acting on our flesh and our emotions instead of our spirit. Because when somebody is talking to us, somebody is relating something to us, our spirit should automatically, have our spidey senses going. Your little spidey senses, honey. All of a sudden people start talking, honey, your meter should be moving. You're moving because you're in tune with them, or it's moving because it's saying that ain't right. Something is off. When them spidey senses, honey, I call them spidey senses, but you know what I'm talking about. When your spirit is in alignment, you can go anywhere, talk to anybody, any sector of this world. And because you're tuned in, honey, you could wake up sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning and something it goes a buzzing up in you and says something ain't right. I think it happened to me early this morning, probably about 1 something in the morning. I got up and I could not get myself together. I said, somebody is pulling on my spirit. Somebody is pulling on my spirit and trying to get me, to catch on. And it took me a while to catch on, honey. You know why? Because I got so used to the natural things, right? Check your phone, honey, see if anybody sent you a text. Check this right here. So I'm so busy going to the natural. Check your email, check your text, do all this stuff instead of tapping in. There were times when I was able, to get up 2 o'clock in the morning and know who is pulling on me. Because see, before they had them cell phones out here, honey, before they got the cell phones, baby, guess what we were able to do? We could talk to people all over the world, honey, and never pick up a phone. Because we was able to what? Tap into, honey. Use that telepathy, right? That you could be able to go and speak to people anywhere. You could be anywhere you want to be. Now, some of y'all understand where I'm going. Some of y'all don't. And, if you don't, just play it over and over again, or, find somebody who can take you to another step, right? But I'm talking to those of you who know what I'm saying. We got to go back and get into a place that we can be able to tap into wherever we need to be, honey. Because these times here, what we're living in right now, we're living almost in a crisis. Everybody is on high alert, right? Stress levels are high, which means, people running back and forth to the doctor, so and forth, so forth, and so on. I talked to one of my girls today. She called me this morning, and we were just sharing that, how the stress level is so high. And listen to all the things that are going on, today, honey. Today, stuff that's happening right now today is meant to get your stress levels up, And so I told her, I said, honey, y'all know, those of y'all who follow me, I've been dealing with this this blood pressure thing they had going on. And look, I know these are the results. What I'm looking at is results from something. Now I need to find out what's the root cause, because a lot of time people want to, deal with the symptom, but I want to go to the root. Why am I having my numbers go up high? Because see, they didn't used to be like that now. Over a year or so ago, I had pretty numbers. I had bragging numbers, honey. And all of a sudden now they skyrocketing. And I'm like, what in the world is that? Then I remembered, ooh, is that job. I ain't been working, honey, 13 years. All of a sudden I took on this job, and honey, that stress came with that job like I ain't never seen in my life. And honey, you talking to a girl who done worked most of all her life. But honey, that job put a toll on me, because I was taking that job home. I was trying to fix everything. I was overloaded. And honey, those numbers got to climbing. And so I went from full time, and I took my hours down. I didn't wait for them, honey. Let me tell you something. Y'all blessed to have me sitting here on this job. And I'm getting ready to tell you now, I ain't working on 40 hours. I'm cutting my hours back. So I cut my hours back because I knew it was taking a toll on me, physically, mentally. And look at me. Spiritually, honey, I was going through. So I came off the job, working long hours. And even when I cut my hours, I was still dealing with the stress. Because, honey, when I went home, they were still calling me. They called me on the weekends, called me on vacation. They just called me like they couldn't move, So even when I was gone, I wasn't, right? But, honey, when I saw that, I had to change me, okay? Again, when you know the change need to be done, to be made, you better be ready to make those changes. And that is because you're in tune with what's happening around you, right? And spiritually now, when you see things happening and you see things changing, you should be in a place that you could be able to move whatever is in your way out the way, right? You ain't got to wait on somebody to come around you and tell you, I think, I don't need somebody else to be more in tune with my spirit than me. If I'm waking up 2:00 in the morning because my spirit is troubled, because somebody's crying out for me, or somebody's needing my help, or somebody is saying they're going through right now, I should be in a place that I should be able to pray, intercede, whatever words you want to use, make you feel better, and be able to lock into whoever it is and be able to go and do what I need to do for that particular person or persons, whatever the situation may be, right? And the reason why I miss opportunities like that, because I get lost in this system, this world, right? That it's more convenient to go to my phone, to my email, check this, call somebody else, wait until the morning. But sometimes people need you 2-3 o'clock in the morning. They don't have time to wait until 9 o'clock, banker's hours. They need you now, because at some point it's going to be you needing somebody right now. And you ain't got time to make a phone call. You are needing somebody to do a 911 on you right now. And that's where you need to be, right? Get to a place that you pull. Because, honey, if you ain't using what you got, you're going to lose it, honey. You got to use it. You got to use everything that's been pushed into you, has been invested into you, so you can help those that are around you. Because that's what we're here for. We're not here for ourselves, honey. We're here for others. And there's a whole lot of others that, that we have been, given in our life to help or to help us, right? Don't get caught up, honey, in the okie doke and forget, your powers. Some say your superpowers, the things that has been invested in you spiritually, that you're able to see things that somebody else cannot see, hear things they cannot hear, do things they cannot do, say things they cannot say, be places they cannot be, because you have been given that. And sometimes we lose it because we're not doing anything with what we got, because I remember, honey, times I used to get up. Oh gosh, my phone used to ring all night long. Somebody called me. I had a dream. This was going on. That was going on. Can you interpret the dream for me? Okay, where we at? And they talking to me, and I could just come into, and be able to interpret a dream or be able to share somebody with something that's going on because they had a hardship. They just lost somebody. This happened, that happened. And we were able to do that because we were in tune. We spent our days doing things we should be doing and not getting so distracted by all this other stuff because we are distracted a whole lot now. We're distracted, honey. TV, phones, laptops, people got us distracted. We're trying to see everything else instead of seeing where we're supposed to be, doing what we're supposed to be doing. And we're missing people that need us at this acquired moment and hour. Somebody's calling on us. Somebody just got hit with something. Somebody's going through something and they need to know that we are on station. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing, honey. Yes. Because something is happening, and we're so distracted by this and that. I got a call talking about what's that? I got eggs, a shortage on eggs going on now because of the chickens. Now they watch yourself. Watch yourself. I just read where one of the big companies that sells chicken is closing their plants. So if they're not selling us chicken, what they're gonna be selling us, honey? Think about it now. Research your stuff now. Research your stuff. Things are happening and it's not coincidental. And those you think, oh yeah, she's on this conspiracy. I'm not on conspiracy, baby. I ain't no conspiracy. I'm on some truths, baby. And if you don't believe it, go study it for yourself. Please. But we should know things before they happen because we are in tune. We're listening in our spirit. We're taking our time, to invest our spirit into the spiritual things. So we know what's about to happen. And we're not, what am I hearing? All this anxiety and all this stuff because we don't understand what's happening. A couple weeks ago, you talk about all this snow was coming. The stores was crowded. People almost run on top of you. I was home because I already stocked up on my stuff. I had honey. I got 7 5-gallon them paint buckets, 7 of them, honey, lined up in my garage, full of water. And I had it since the summer, closed up tight, just in case things, right? Cases of water, canned goods, rice, beans, whatever you want to call it. I got bags of it, honey, man. I got stuff ready, just in case. They showing you all these movies about like the apocalypse and all this stuff and everything going to shut down. We're going to get this big brownout. If it happens, are you ready? If it don't happen, you're good to go. But honey, you talking about when a bank closes up and you can't get your money? What you going to do? Things like that. I ain't trying to scare you. I'm just trying to, say, charge up your spirit. Get your spirit charged. Stop worrying about petty stuff. It ain't going to make no difference later on anyway. And start making sure you on point about stuff that's going to be important to you to save your life and those that you love around you. Y'all check me out, honey. I'm in my RV. Yeah, the girl got one, honey. She got an RV. And it's like a bus. You hear me? I'm here to there. I'll show it to you when I get it all fixed like I want to. But honey, she got one. Mm-hmm. My son got one, and he brought me this one. Yeah, he brought his mama RV because she been talking about living off the grid. When things start to happen, honey, sometimes you just want to get away from it all. It's just when you hear stuff, honey. When that tapping on your door, you better listen out. I used to wake up sometime 2:00 in the morning. I thought I heard a book fall. Boom. And I jump up. I'm looking for the book that fell. But now I'm in the room by myself now. Why would a book fall? It's not a book. It was just a wake up call for me to wake up. Sometimes I hear a doorbell. I don't even have a doorbell. So it was just a wake up call. Sometimes I hear a dog barking. I didn't have a dog. So these sounds that I heard in the middle of the night was just waking me up. Sometimes it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it's 2:30. It's the inconvenient times. It's not when when you're distracted by everything and everybody. These are the times when nobody's got your attention. Now you can listen and pay attention because now I need you to wake up so I can tell you something. I need you to come out your slumber, honey, so you can be prepared for what's about to happen because I'm trying to let you know something is stirring up and I need to get up and move. That's important. So charge up your spirit. Get yourself in alignment. Prepare yourself, right? To listen to your guides, to your guide, to your spirit, to your ancestors, to the universe, whatever words you need to use, honey. I need you to get yourself to a place that you can listen, pay attention to it, and move accordingly. Okay? And stop allowing yourself to be distracted by stuff, people. Yeah, I heard so and so saying so. I don't care who they saying. I don't care who they saying. Honey, this ain't got nothing to do with my spirit. Ain't got nothing to do where I'm trying to go in life. Remember that. Remember that. Get yourself in alignment. Alignment. For real. So that you can hear what the spirit is saying to you. Not me, honey. What he's saying to you. So you can be prepared for whatever it is. Because it could save your life, your children's life, your neighbor's life. Wake you up and say, get up. And you look, there's a fire. Get up. And you take note, and all of a sudden, you got a call coming through. You would have missed it because you were asleep and your phone's on mute. There's a call coming through that's telling you that somebody just got rushed to the hospital. But see, your antennas are on. Your antenna is sharp, because you got them all charged up, waiting to make sure that you can hear. Pay attention to what's going to your spirit, because the spirit is talking, and we need to be listening. Amen. Mm-hmm. That's right. Anyway, thank you so much for today. How did the girl got her locks in? Mm-hmm. And you know me, honey. Let it fall where it may. Mm-hmm. I'm in love with it too, honey. Oh yeah, I'm loving it, child. Cause if I'm gonna go off the grid, I ain't got time to take a break to go in town and find somebody to do my hair, throw some braids up in there and all that. I ain't got time for it, honey, because I'm living off the grid. So I've got to learn how to maintain, keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Oh, honey, please. Namaste. Stay in tune, honey. Get rid of anything that's going to cause you to miss when your Lord, your God, your spirit, your ancestors, your intuition is speaking to you. Right? Stop all the mess. Pay attention. Okay? This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. You have a fabulous day. Don't let nothing stop you, honey, because it's going to get better. Because we're going to get better. Sure is. Thumbs up. Do. Subscribe if you haven't. Pray for a sister. She always can stand more prayer. But things about to happen. Love you much. Blessings.